Hello guys, we continue our work and now we need to prepare the entire network. Now I have a simple problem. The problem is I need carefully to manage everything before the creation of the snapshot, because the snapshot which I want to create now is going to represent the current state of the network, and the SQL supposed to join to the domain. All other machines, they synchronize their time, they have a trust relationship between them and the domain controller. Nothing is broken, otherwise you need to fix it. So by this, the snapshot is going to represent the era when you have all computers joined to the domain, you don't have any broken relationship, and also you have SQL box. So if you want, you can create a temporary snapshot now for the SQL box before even joining to the domain, and then you will create the real main snapshot once that box is joined to the domain and SQL is installed too. Or you wait till you fix everything, you fix even the relationship with the domain controller, you join the SQL first to the domain controller, then you install the SQL database, then after that you can create your snapshot. So by this now you have a fresh network, the SQL box just been added to it. And from there you can start with advanced labs. And this is the technique which I am going to follow. So for now, I'm not planning to do any snaps till I finish all the work. But if you are afraid that through the installation of SQL you might get a problem, and in that case, yes, of course, it is better to have a fresh box, then just access to the box itself for now. Right click, access to snapshot, and take a snapshot for it. Currently, we don't have any previous snapshots, so this is snapshot 1. And this one, you can mention fresh box with updates up to October at the time when we record this video, 2019. And take a snapshot, save it. All is done. Now we need to jump to Victoria DC1. With Victoria DC1, according to all previous 10 courses we have in the series of Windows Server 2019 and in the series of PowerShell, you will get more than one snapshot. If I right click on Victoria DC1, access to snapshot, then snapshot manager, let us check where we are. This is exactly what do we have. So if I go back in time to snapshot 1, there was nothing in there, just box. Snapshot 2, the certification authority is installed and exchange certification authority root with path DC1. This snapshot 2. Snapshot 3, this one, there is no explanation. But from 2, when I go back in time to 2, I start now with another path, which is my current path. This is where I am now. And I have a snapshot 4. With this one, PowerShell Core 6.2 was installed. Then in snapshot 5, the VNC tool also is installed on this device. So for me, I need to make sure now to continue my work. And the reason is I just want now to double check two things. The first one, the current settings of the device before the installation of SQL is really what I want. And the second one is, it is very important, I hadn't used before the SLMGR tool, which is the license manager tool of Microsoft, and I hadn't rearmed the device before. Because if I did, then I will not be able to use the reactivation again in the future. So all the time, when I start with any new snapshot, I need to make sure I had no rearm before for the activation, because that is going to extend the activation or evaluation period for only 3 times. So if I use it already 3 times, I won't be able to use it in the future. That's why I make sure before I start any new work, I need to jump back to the snapshot. And I know that in this snapshot, I hadn't used any extension period. And then I can create after that a new snapshot once I will finish my work. So what I will do, I'm already in here and I have no problem with that. But even with that, I need now to jump to snapshot 5. So all the work between snapshot 5 and the current work is going to be reverted. And I have no current setting on this device. And this is exactly what I want. So I'll just go to snapshot and yes. For the Victoria DC1, snapshot 1, snapshot manager. Again, it tells me now you are here, but I know you are here. It means I am directly after my snapshot 5. If I did any work, reactivate the Windows, extend it, did some settings for some lab, I know now I have a fresh start from snapshot 5. In snapshot 5, we have all the previous work plus the VNC now installed on DC1. It is time now, if I want for SQL to join it to DC1. We can do that. Later, all other machines you have, you need maybe to revert them back to the nearest snap, and then you need to check the connectivity with the DC1. If connectivity is fine, that's it. If it is not, you need to fix now the broken trust relationship link between the device and the domain controller itself. If I check Victoria Server 1 as an example, right-click access to snapshot, take a look to the snapshot manager. You will see here we have only one snapshot and we don't have any details even for that one. What about Victoria PC1? Access to snapshot and the snapshot manager. Here, as you see, we have too many snapshots. Snapshot 4, before Core 2 integration, before the installation or before the integration of Core 2 PowerShell with the main PowerShell. That work was in the series of PowerShell, so it's fine. Here with this one I have VNC Viewer being installed. Before that PowerShell 6.2 in this instance was installed. Here's just like a FreshBox once joined to the domain, before I remember that. So for me, even later when I want to activate PC1, I'll check first later once I power it on the link connectivity with the Victoria DC1. If it works fine, that's it. If it is not, then I need to fix it and create a new snapshot. And in that case, I can delete those previous snapshots if I don't need them. Close. This is just for the students who follow with us. They know exactly what we discuss in here. And for the new students who they just join SQL, either please try to pick some of the courses from the previous series, either Windows Server 2019 or PowerShell, or just follow with us to have an idea exactly what we try to do. Here simply, we try to extend and expand this network in time by adding more and more technologies and of course explain them in courses for you. So if you start from course 1 in Windows Server 2019, then you will be able to start from a single machine and then you deploy your domain controller, deploy our Active Directory, enterprise network, enterprise storage techniques. Then you have 5 courses for PowerShell to reach to the level of master. And then you start with SQL, deploy it on the same network. And then in the future, you will deploy System Center Operation Manager, System Center Configuration Manager. Then we start to integrate all of that with Azure. So as you see, with time, the network start to expand and you will gain more experience. And even we have a plan later. Currently, we use in this network a Microsoft box. In the future, we plan to use a router box. So this is the technique which we need to follow to have real industry experience. Now, the explanation is already long enough, so I'm not going to start with the practical side of what we'll try to do in here with the snaps. We will do it in the next video and we will continue from there. Thanks for watching.